And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. And credit the tackle to Taco. Taco Charlton with a stop.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now they try the right side here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Elliott. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Prescott now from the 50. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll get it down here. The 43. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
46.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
There we go, kill.
Prescott on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. It's a keeper with Prescott, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a 1st down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a 1st down and start a new set.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Second down, Prescott. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Star Lotulelei able to get him for a loss of about 3.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Prescott now. And that'll be incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
46.
Prescott from the gun. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Looking sideline, incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Gone! Over! Watch him now, Barney! Check three!
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brook. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Bills have recovered. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football.
Right, here we go.
Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Leopard! Detroit!
Now a handoff looking right. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Leopard! Gone!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Lorenzo Alexander in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he's able to get it back here. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe there's a...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Prescott. Dancing to his left. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott to throw it. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now let's go. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Prescott from the gun on third. Buying time to his left. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke because, all right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away. He's got a man. Complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
On third down, Jackson. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Prescott to throw this time. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, from what we've seen thus far, this is not a formula for winning football. When you have more turnovers than points scored, that's a tough way to try and win a game.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney!
After the interception, here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now Jackson going to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they finally get him down, but not before he gets it up to the 46. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney! Hot!
Now Jackson on second down. Steps away to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Throwing, Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 4 yards on the pickup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Prescott stripped. And the Bills have recovered. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
He sets to fire deep, and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. He's going to float this over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Jackson from the shotgun. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Gone! Detroit!
3rd and goal, Jackson. And Brown's got it for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka adds the extra point. Great lead. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores.
And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 39 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And incomplete on the deep ball. Intended that time for Cooper, and now it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Get out.
From the red zone now, Prescott finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And it's a keeper with Prescott, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Okay, I'll admit it. I'm a little...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And the Bills getting set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot.
Jackson now to throw on third down. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flush to his right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go 46. Here we go 48.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And that penalty will move the ball to the 1-yard line.
So difficult to cover a fade route, and you're talking about into the end zone, and sometimes you panic a little as a defender, and the offensive guys are really smart. Sometimes they jump back into you and create the contact.
He'll get it up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Prescott now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? for the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Leopard! Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Jackson to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, you got three. Detroit! Detroit!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he puts it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And here come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people who want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They give him a gain of 38. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there's going to be extra.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Patrick DeMarco, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First down, Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Prescott on first down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, Prescott again. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Done. Here you go. 47.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Prescott yet again. But he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
26.
They'll throw again. Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
To the air again, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Rolling to his right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Swing to the fit, right. To the right. Check. Move. Go. 26.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick here is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they worked on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. He goes underneath for Yeldon. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. He's back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And out now come the Cowboys. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left. And that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
To throw is Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One last shot for Jackson. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.